Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Baguazhang, the 8 palm changes. We're working on palm change number 4 this week. Yesterday and Monday, we worked on the particulars for the movement, as well as a little bit of the sense of up and down and being able to spin. We're going to continue working on that today as we finish up what we've been doing with palm change 4. I'm palm change 5 next week. Let's get started. Yes, that's all right. So I had said before previously that a couple of things. This class, Bagua class, would go until, give or take, I said probably about 12, 16 weeks. That looks pretty good. I'm also looking at in October-ish doing something with the car. I keep trying, and being able to use that room, which has a little bit more space, so it's easier to see. I'm also looking at using another room that I have. It's not really what I want to do, but it's got more space, and that will give us the chance to better see this circle, as well as to work with the other palm changes, which are more complicated. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the simpler ones. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the more complicated ones. So just let you know. That's normal for most of the arts, is that you start at the beginning with the simple things and then you work towards the more complicated things, right? As I work through that, so these next month and a half-ish, give or take, I'm gonna move this faster again. So 1 palm change a week, and I'm also looking at what comes next. So, and I'm interested in your opinions, your ideas. What do you want to? This class, 7 a.m. What might we work on? There's several things that I can think of, all right? But there's opportunities there. All right, feet about shoulder width apart. Shoulders down, pull up through the crown of the head. Wiggle fingers, bend the knees, wiggle the toes, pull up through the waist. Move the legs, open the hip, hands circle to the front, back around to both sides. Smile, up along the center line, reach out. As you stretch out, pull up through the center, bend through the hip, not through the waist. Relax into the movement. Fingertips up, elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, follow your fingertips down. And one more time. Follow the fingertips down, roll down through the hip. Reach out. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Don't stop. Back up along center line. Turn to your left. I turn to my right, yes. And circle. Keep going. is moving. One more. Come up. Center. Other side. I turn to my left, you turn to your right. And big circle. Come around again, keep the shoulders down. Don't let the shoulders come up. Open through the neck, pull down through the back. And do one more. Come to center. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Okay. Relax for just a second. I'm going to check something over here. And I'm drinking coffee. All right. The idea that we should relax while we're moving so that those parts of the body that need to move, those parts that need to hold, so that we don't do this, right? We don't want to do this. We don't. It's not comfortable. That's better, right? Okay, this stretch through the shoulders, it stretches out, this pulls down, this pulls down, this opens outward, shoulders down and open outward. And it's not, you don't want to think about the pointy shoulders that we had in the 80s. No. But that's kind of the idea, that your shoulders actually do stretch out, and there's bone. There's a bone up in here. We want this to be quiet and to hold in place. That doesn't mean it's not moving. It means it's not doing this, right? So what movement do I have in my shoulders as my hand comes around? There's a circular movement around the shoulder blade, a couple of levels below the shoulder blade, so I'm not trying to circle my shoulder blade, okay, so this is deeper muscle. And there's a sense that through this stretch, it's an active stretch. It's not it's not without purpose, I'll put it that way, right? So I just opened the back. Helps me open the lungs, and it gives me a flexibility that I don't have otherwise. All the joints are open, everything's moving. I can move my arm wherever I choose to move it, right? That same idea. It works for the hips too. All right, that's that idea that this part's holding, it's actively holding, it's moving, and it's holding in place. It's holding all of the surrounding bone, tissue, muscles, everything. This over here is moving. What's moving is what needs to move. What's holding is what needs to hold. That combination, yang and yin, Moving is yang, holding is yin. That combination gives us the ability to move more quickly and to sustain the movement at speed, and to be clear about what it is we're doing. All of that is part of this sense of where am I, what am I doing, how can I move within this art. I mean, I can do some other things too, but within this art, how can I move? What are the core concepts and what are the key dynamics for these movements? Let's do basic walking sets. Slide the foot, sidewalk, side to side, and walk the circle, palm change forward, slowly. So, basic walking sets. And no, I did not do the leg stretch this morning. We should, but I'm not going to do it right now. I might. Relax. Hands at your sides, bend the knees. Left foot first. Slide. Turn around. Set. Sink. Right foot. Turn around. Left foot. Turn around. Right foot. All right, relax. That little bit of a slide. As we move, pay attention to the surface that you're on, so you slide across it. I've talked about this and we'll continue to talk about it. All right, if your foot is not well placed, it can get stuck. Mine has gotten stuck on the carpet a few times. Sidewalk. Pay attention to where we're turning, where you're going. Pay attention to placing the foot. Ready, and turn, 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 turn. 1, 2. Back the other way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there we go. Stop. All right. As we pay attention to what we're doing through walking the circle, we're paying attention also to the count for the step, yes? Slowly, palm change forward. Stand straight to the center of the circle, salute. Open to the left, sink, turn, open, walk the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place the foot, close, shift, step out, step through, twist, shift back, up, turn, down, close, walk the circle. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close, up, out, step through, twist, shift, up, and down, turn around, and walk the circle. 8. Close. Just stop. All right. We're going to do that again. As we, excuse me. Yes, I am checking on the system over here. Okay, as we pay attention to our turns and movement around the circle, we are also paying attention to the speed, the placement of the feet, the placement of the body, and this idea that we should be consistent. Okay, so the steps should be the same each time. You don't want a shorter step and a longer step. Same length of step each time. As we walk the circle with an 8-step or 12-step. So a little bit bigger circle, we can have a 12-step. Where I'm at right now, 8's pushing it actually in this room. There are points around the circle: north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, that we want to pay attention to, that we need to pay attention to, particularly as we move into walking through the pattern. Okay, so we walk the circle right now, walk the circle, we come around, we change. 8 steps, change. 8 steps, change. All right? We have the opportunity, and we'll look at this in just, I'm going to show this in just a second. We have the opportunity to not walk the circle. We just change from one side to the other. I showed this for palm change number 1. We're going to do this for palm change 4 in just a second. We have, so we're getting ready. I'm getting ready. All right, that sense that as we're moving around the circle, we are gathering our own internal energy. We are building that intrinsic energy through the development, as we walk the circle, of kinetic energy, right? So we take that kinetic energy. I'm straight up physics. This is not metaphysics. This is not something that's special to Bagua. This is just straight up science, physics. You walk the circle, you build speed, right? And that speed, that energy that we build is kinetic energy. It's the energy of movement. We want to bring that energy in. We want to use it maybe later. So we want it to become intrinsic energy. We want it to be part of how we move anyway. That it's already there, and this is just some extra that is visible on the outside. So we bring that in and try to develop our skill in using that internal energy, that intrinsic energy, as we move. All right. So we have, I'm going to start here. Palm change 4, and I'm just going slow. Go back again. We're going to do this right now slowly, not too fast, pretty much the same speed as I was just going. Keep in mind that your body placement and this up and down, so as we turn here, this shift, I have to be solid here in order to be able to bring this leg up. My knee is bent. Okay? I want to stretch up, but that knee is bent. Okay? It doesn't have to be bent a lot, and it should not be bent a lot, but it should not be straight either. Okay? This is not a pull up as hard as you can and lock that joint. No. Don't lock the joint ever. Ever. We don't do that. Even when we're, as straight as I'm standing now, my knees are still open. There's just that little bit of tiny bend in the knee that I can land and come back up, and it's better. All right? Keep that in mind. You start here, walk the circle one time, and then palm change 4, both sides. Salute the center. And turn. Walk the circle one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Palm change 4. In, up, out, step through, twist, up, and down, turn around, center, close, up, out, step through, twist, shift back, up, down, turn around, and center. Do it again. Keep going. Relax into the movement. Know where you're going. As you turn, pay attention to your directions. Keep going. Keep going. One more time. Close. Stop. All right. That, not too fast, not too slow, gives us the rhythm. Let's go up, let's go down. We're going to turn, we're going to come around, right? That sense of rhythm, that sense of how we adjust. Where do we make the adjustments? Right? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. The palm change 4. Where did I put emphasis? Where did I pay attention to, and I've talked about this before, where did I pay attention to that space between, that change? Where did I make those changes? I'm doing it again. Same questions. Same questions. It's palm change 4. Where did I put the emphasis? What happened during each move? Where did I take each move so that each move was balanced, well-placed, centered, and with purpose? That you could see something going on, that there's more than just wave the hands in the air going on. All right? Where is that? Other side. Left side. Left hand to the center. Not too fast. Left hand to the center, left foot front. Close. Shift. Right here. Where is your weight? What's going on with your legs? What's happening here? This pushes forward, this pushes back, this pushes in, this pushes out. This is solid, right? As I go forward, step through. Hi, how are you? And there's several opportunities right there. All right, that sense that this is meaningful. It's not just, hey, how are you? How you doing? No. No. Hi. Hello. That's waving. I see some friends. Hi, how are you? This is not waving. No. The connection through the body and the idea behind that as this extends, we need to sink down, that the body becomes more solid, that I've been very fluid and now I'm much more solid, very direct. In some ways a little bit like Xingyi, but it's not Xingyi, it's Bagua. Okay? This intent, there's the martial art part, that's what we want to pay attention to. Alright? So, here, as I turn around, same thing on the other side. Alright? What's this hand doing? 3 guesses. This pulls to the lower dantian. A little bit lower is fine. Okay? The idea is, yes, in fact, you are protecting the lower dantian and the groin area. Okay? Yeah? I have to shift back at this. In here. If my heel is not placed here, when I shift back here, I won't be in balance. Okay? I need to make sure that this hip is over the heel because I'm going up. Right? That, and I was a little wobbly up there. It wasn't perfect. I took a little bit too much force and went back. Not enough force down. That understanding. Yeah, I'm just standing here. Ready? And down. You hit it or you don't. There is no perfect. It's, you do performance, you work at it, you work at it, you work at it so that you know what you're doing and you're able to do it because you practiced. In practice, it's not always perfect. And if it's always perfect in practice, you're not learning very much. You're not really trying to stretch what you know or what you're able to do because it's already perfect. My thinking that anything is perfect, nah, it's not. There's some things that I do really well. Perfect, yeah, I'm still working on it. Give me another 40 years. I don't have another 40 years, but give me another 40 years and I'll get there, maybe. As we pay attention to what we're doing, we look to perfect so that as we're moving, there's another opportunity to pay attention to, if I don't have to pay attention to my physical body balance, if it's just there. What do I pay attention to now? Oh, well, my left leg is shaking a little bit, so that's not quite right. And, oh wait, I just adjusted my back, and that's helping, sort of. Okay, it's the balance through the hip. That'll do it. All right, now pull in, open the toes, pull up through the crown of the head, and down. Yeah, do that. Do that. While you're up there, check what you've got. My hip's up. Where's my foot? Where's my this? Where's my... It's the same thing that we do here. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, bend the knees, open the arms, pull up through the crown of the head. Do the same thing while you're up there. Where am I? Where's my foot? How's my right leg working? What about my hip? My back holding? No, too much weight on the leg. Pull up. Hold the waist. Yeah, don't shift that way. Straighten. Nuh-uh, straighten. Pull up. Pull up more. Open the toes. Pull up. And down. Again, other side. That exercise lets you know exactly where you are while you're up there. It's easy to come down. Hitting the right spot as you come down, it's a little, right? So, here's where we end up. If I'm coming down on the right leg, this is 60-ish, give or take. This is 40, more or less. Sink, right hand, palm up, left hand, palm down. Split. We can also use twist, but think split. So as we come down, where am I? I'm here. Hands. Right here. Split. And yeah, there's a little bit of a twist in there. That's the idea. The foot goes down just behind. So if I'm here, my foot's going down behind me. And this heel kicks out as I turn. Not quite that much, but you get the idea. The change in position is not that great. You don't want to bring your foot all the way around. It's just enough to realign the foot and the leg so that as you're going in this direction, your back leg is well placed, give or take 45, toes 45, to the line that you're on. Okay, you're on a circle, but we're going off to a line, so just bear with me on the geometry there. All right, let's do this one more time. Left side, right side, or right side, left side. Start to the right, walk the circle, come back around to the left, feet together, stand straight, slowly, not too fast. Salute, pull up, center, bend the knees, sink, and turn, open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Center, step through, twist, up and down, turn around, walk the circle. 5, 6, 7, 8. Close, step through, turn around, up and down, turn around to the center and close. Hands down along both sides. Salute the center. Okay. Relax. That's it for today. Next week, palm change 5. I am going to speed it up a little bit. So palm change, 1 palm change a week for the next 4 weeks. They do not get easier. I will repeat as we start working on different patterns. So we have the walk the circle, 8 steps, change, walk the circle, 8 steps, change. Don't walk the circle, just change. Go back and forth. Left side, right side, left side, back and forth. We haven't worked on it yet, we have the earlier heaven pattern that we can work, and I will do that. So there's a few things that we will be working on as we complete the 8 basic palm changes. I hope you'll join me for that. Thursday and Friday, tomorrow, Qigong class, foundation sets, advanced sets on Friday. Thank you for being here, I appreciate it.